Hi, I'm Minimarie, and welcome back to my channel. I'm ranking Disney movies. Doobie-doobie-doo. Our second Disney animated film this year is 101 Dalmatians. Watching this movie coincided with a day that both my husband and I had off from work, and he had also recently completed a big YouTube project, so we wanted nothing more than to relax in bed all day. So we grabbed our snack bucket, which usually contains 2 kinds of sweets and 1 kind of salty snack, and we made that happen. Together we watched 101 Dalmatians, cuddled and napped all day, and I have to admit that rewatching this film in a cozy environment was incredibly relaxing. Now, if you've never seen 101 Dalmatians and you don't want any spoilers, now is the time to dip out, but if you want to see how the movie ranks today and later as the year progresses, I'll have a timestamp down below that sums up today's video, and 2 other links so you're able to see and follow its ranking throughout the year. Spoilers start in 3, 2, 1. First, I want to mention how much I love that Pongo, our main protagonist, is the narrator of this film. At the very beginning, he refers to Roger, his owner, as his pet. Later, we see this with other dogs too, and I think it's just very cute. Another fun aspect of the opening scene is that the animators cleverly used the idea that people often look like their pets to create several characters for this film, and they depicted them very well. Moving into the beginning plot of the movie, Pongo, being the caring owner that he is, believes that his pet should have a mate, and there's no reason it shouldn't be an attractive one. After perusing Roger's magazines, Pongo gets a rough idea of what kind of lady he thinks Roger would like and begins to stare out the window, watching women and dogs passing by, looking for the perfect bachelorette couple for the 2 of them. When Pongo suddenly believes he's found a perfect match, he needs to quickly get Roger to the park so he can force them to meet, and after Pongo successfully brings together Roger and Anita, the couple soon gets married, and both the human couple and our doggy couple are happy as they settle into their new home. Shortly after, we learn that Perdita, Pongo's partner, is pregnant and soon to have puppies. At this point in the movie, Roger is busy working on his music, and his soon-to-be hit has provided us with a subtle foreshadowing about Anita's childhood friend, Cruella de Vil. She is the main antagonist of our movie, and Roger comes up with silly lyrics for his new song that he uses to sarcastically poke fun at her. Focusing in on Cruella de Vil is a fashionista obsessed with furs and the stark contrast of black and white. She soon appears at Anita and Roger's home and is thrilled to hear about the puppies arriving soon. Immediately, she starts planning to buy them all, intending to turn them into fur coats. However, Anita and Roger find this disturbing, and Roger firmly tells Cruella to leave their home and declares that they will not get a single puppy, not one. Later, after the puppies are born and have grown enough to develop their spots, we discover that Cruella has hired a couple of lackeys to steal the puppies. However, before this walk, we get a scene where Pongo and Purdy are winding down with the puppies watching TV, and the next part that sticks with me and that I love so much is how the animators personified the dogs and the puppies using the TV in the living room, especially through their use of the Canine Crunchies commercial, which was cleverly designed to appeal to both canine and human audiences. After putting the puppies to bed, Roger and Anita take Pongo and Purdy out for their evening walk, and meanwhile, Cruella's henchmen force their way into the couple's home against the housekeeper's wishes and manage to steal the puppies. Now, if we pause and take a good look at the housekeeper, I get some Sleeping Beauty vibes as I see a combination of 3 fairies that seem to make up this new character's physique. And again, I just love looking out for these little things like reused animations, cameos, or designs. Now moving forward in the movie, the humans have contacted the Scotland Yard, but when they don't get a timely response with any information regarding the puppies, Pongo and Purdy decide to activate the bark chain, which is somewhat like a canine telegram. During the sequence, we have a lot of little things to look out for that are just fun too. This is kind of our first big scene of Disneyception. If you look out for them, you'll see the Canine Crunchies factory and other cameo appearances from characters in The Lady and the Tramp, such as Jacques, who is the first to pick up the bark line. We'll also see Peg in a basket in the dog store window. We'll see Lady and the Tramp in the street. And lastly, Bull, and they're all spotted at different moments as the bark chain runs.
Well, now. That is something.
What, Danny? What's something?
15 Dalmatian puppies. Stolen.
Coco? Be quiet.
Skipping a bit towards the end of the movie, the rest of the movie is just as equally entertaining and suspenseful. Roger and Anita have mistakenly believed that Pongo and Purdy have run away, and in reality they've only left home to save their puppies after receiving news from the bark chain that their puppies are being held at the old DeVille farm. With the help of the bark chain and some neighboring farm animals, Pongo and Purdy reach the farm and manage to rescue not just their puppies, but also 84 additional puppies that have also been stolen, bringing our total of Dalmatians to 101. Subsequently, we see several scenes showing how they evade Cruella de Vil and her henchmen. One of the most entertaining moments for me occurs when they meet a black lab who helps them secure a ride back to London in a moving van. I just think it's very clever that to avoid detection, they roll around in soot so they resemble little black Labradors as they load the puppies into the truck. Finally, Pongo, Purdy, and their puppies do arrive home with all of their other rescued puppies, and they sit at the door and bark to let their family know that they're back. The housekeeper, just as broken as the rest of the family, expresses how much she misses them, and so much that sometimes she feels like she can still hear them barking. At that moment, it dawns on her that the barking is real this time. She opens the door, and Pongo and Purdy and all of the puppies rush in to reunite with Roger and Anita. Initially mistaking them for Labradors, the housekeeper soon realizes that they are covered in soot, and the whole family joyfully celebrates their return. Summing up this whole video, 101 Dalmatians is going to knock Fantasia 2000 out of its #1 spot in the rankings. For me, 101 Dalmatians holds my attention better, and I believe it's because it's one long, engaging story versus broken up, different animations, allowing us to build tighter bonds and attachments to the charming characters of the film. On another note, while the animation lacks polish compared to some of the animations in Fantasia 2000, it kind of holds that Disney sketch charm for me, and in modern times I find this unkempt animation refreshing compared to our polished and refined 4K resolution videos that we get to view on the daily. Come back in 5 days to see the next Disney animated film that I view and rank, and where it ends up on my list. Until then, TTFN.